Hi, future teacher, and welcome to our Praxis 5205 mini practice test. Check your readiness for test day before watching this video by taking the free practice test using the link in the description below. Are you ready? Let's get this going. Question 1. Which activity would best help students recognize rhyming words in a story? A. Identifying the number of syllables in a word from a book. B. Repeating a word's initial sound multiple times from a song. C. Clapping each time two words sound the same at the end. D. Matching pictures with the same beginning sound. The correct answer is letter C. Clapping each time two words rhyme helps students become aware of rhyming patterns, which is a key aspect of phonological awareness. In Mr. Roberts' first grade classroom, he focuses on enhancing his students' understanding of the relationship between spoken sounds and written symbols. He organizes an activity that aims to reinforce their ability to connect specific phonemes to their corresponding graphemes effectively. A. Conducting a hands-on activity where students use letter tiles to form words after hearing them spoken aloud. B. Organizing a group session where students clap out the syllables of words spoken by Mr. Robert to better understand word structure. C. Directing students to listen to a story and then write down key words they hear, focusing on the sounds of the letters. D. Facilitating an exercise where students read passages aloud, emphasizing the pronunciation of each word to enhance their reading fluency. The correct answer is letter A. By using letter tiles to connect spoken words to their written forms, students actively engage in phoneme-grapheme correspondence, which is crucial for developing foundational reading and writing skills. This method directly supports the learning objective by linking auditory recognition of phonemes to their visual grapheme counterparts in an interactive manner. Question 3. Which instructional method best supports phoneme-grapheme instruction for beginning readers? A. Helping students recall high-frequency sight words. B. Teaching students to blend sounds to form words. C. Asking students to trace letters while saying the sound each letter makes. D. Having students participate in partner read-aloud sessions and helping each other when they get stuck. The correct answer is letter C. Tracing letters while saying their corresponding sounds helps students connect the visual representation or grapheme to the spoken sound or phoneme. Question 4. Which strategy is most effective for expanding receptive vocabulary in students? A. Asking students to write essays using new vocabulary and providing individualized written feedback. B. Assigning students a list of words to find while reading a new text and discussing the meaning of the terms. C. Teaching students the definitions of words with contextual examples so they can find them naturally in the stories they read. D. Having students listen to a variety of genres and discuss unfamiliar words. The correct answer is letter C. The best option here to help students expand their vocabulary knowledge is by direct instruction with contextual examples.
Oh hey future teacher, if you are finding this free mini practice test helpful, click the link in the description below to get instant access to the full-length version.
You might want to give that a try. Now, for number 5. What is the most effective strategy for improving expressive vocabulary? A. Encouraging students to create sentences using newly learned words. B. Asking students to read silently and take notes on difficult words. C. Having students write new words repeatedly that are currently unfamiliar to them. D. Introducing vocabulary words at the end of a lesson and writing them down in the reader's journal. The correct answer is letter A. Creating sentences using new vocabulary allows students to apply word meanings in context, reinforcing their expressive vocabulary skills. Next question. Which of the following describes systematic vocabulary instruction? A. Teaching a few high-utility words each week in structured lessons. B. Asking students to define unfamiliar words as they encounter them in texts. C. Providing dictionaries for students to look up words during independent reading. D. Teaching a large number of words in a single lesson with a review at the end. The correct answer is letter A. Systematic vocabulary instruction involves selecting a small number of essential words and teaching them explicitly through focused and structured lessons. Question 7. A teacher reads a passage aloud to students and asks them to summarize what they heard. This strategy is most likely to improve A. Engaging students in phonics games that emphasize sound-letter matching. B. Using decoding practice with related auditory exercises. C. Asking students to summarize what they heard to reinforce key details. D. Incorporating handwriting exercises that complement the read content. The correct answer is letter C. Asking students to summarize what they have heard enhances their listening comprehension by encouraging them to focus on key details. Question 8. In Ms. Williams' 8th grade English class, she aims to enhance her students' speaking and listening skills as they analyze characters and themes from their current novel study. Recognizing the diversity in communication styles and the varying confidence levels among her students, Ms. Williams is planning a structured class discussion for the next session. Which strategy should Ms. Williams employ to ensure all students can participate effectively and gain the most from the discussion? A. Starting the session with a silent reading period to allow students to prepare their thoughts privately before sharing. B. Introducing sentence stems at the start of the discussion to help students articulate their ideas clearly. C. Assigning an independent analysis task where students prepare their points in writing before the class. D. Requesting that students write a reflective essay on the discussion topic, which they share during the class. The correct answer is letter B. Providing sentence stems supports students in structuring their responses during discussions, enhancing clarity and inclusivity. Question 9. What instructional practice best supports students' listening skills during a group discussion about a text? A. Teaching students to take detailed notes during the discussion to capture key points and questions. B. Requiring students to paraphrase and respond to each peer's contribution before sharing their own thoughts. C. Implementing a structured turn-taking protocol where students must acknowledge previous speakers' ideas. D. Teaching active listening strategies to enhance discussion comprehension. The correct answer is letter B. This practice directly supports listening skills by ensuring students actively listen to and process what others say before contributing their own ideas. For our last question, in Ms. Carter's high school English class, students are working on a multi-week essay project. Ms. Carter emphasizes the importance of viewing writing as a process that involves multiple stages of development and refinement. She has structured the project to encourage continuous improvement through feedback. Which of the following approaches best illustrates Ms. Carter's emphasis on the recursive nature of the writing process? A. Assigning students to complete drafts of their essays, each incorporating feedback from peers and her own comments before the final submission. B. Asking students to write a draft initially, then present it to the class for general impressions and suggestions. C. Instructing students to prepare their essays and submit a polished final draft. D. Encouraging students to finalize their first drafts to capture their initial thoughts. The correct answer is letter A. By requiring students to revise and edit their essays multiple times, incorporating both peer and teacher feedback, Ms. Carter effectively demonstrates the recursive nature of writing. Want the full version of our online timed Praxis 5205 practice test? Click the link in the description below, or visit us at teacherpreps.com.